planned. Yes. Because then I was thinking of maybe learning baking, tailoring. I mean, something I can do like hands-on. But at the end of the day, I just landed into graphic design. I started designing with my smartphone then. So, and 3 months into it, I got my first client. My first ever client was in the US. So I'm going to be telling you guys how God did it and how you can achieve something like that as well and get to work with other people from different countries, even in Nigeria. So I don't think you should actually underestimate working with Nigerian brands too. So the major topic here is from skill to income. The subtopic is how to attract clients to earn from your skill. So basically, I'm sure most of us here, or virtually everyone, has a skill, like one skill or the other. I'm talking of particularly about digital skills. Maybe you're a social media manager, you're an email marketer, you're a graphic designer, web designer, any field or any niche you are in the digital space. I'm saying everyone here has a skill. And of course, one of the major reasons why people learn a skill or people learn digital skill is to actually earn from this skill. Because if the skill you've learned is not actually paying you, I don't think there's any point even learning it in the first place. And of course, it's not always easy or as rosy as it seems. We can see a lot of people that when they got into this space, some people it took them a few months, some people it took them years to actually gain, a good number of clients or a sustainable income from whatever skill it is they've learned. So there are actually a number of ways, like there's not just a particular way to get clients or to earn from whatever skill it is you've learned. So, but I'm going to be focusing on a particular one, and that's the one that has worked for me and is still working for me currently. So I have more than enough knowledge about it, and I'll be sharing based on experience. So I'll be giving us like a roadmap or like a framework to follow so that you can actually use that same method to get clients. So some of the ways you can earn from your skill is there are a lot of platforms. There are a lot of platforms you can earn from your skill. We have all these we have platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, all these freelance platforms. Then we also have posting on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any other Facebook platform of your choice, LinkedIn as well. Then we also have referrals, but today I'm going to be focusing mainly on using social media platforms to gain clients. And I'll be focusing on Instagram. So because Instagram was like my major base on where I got most of my clients from. So I was talking about the first client I ever worked with being in the US. So the way I got that client was actually through a friend. So then I was always posting my work on Instagram. Then it was just some friends from my secondary school, my church members that were following me. But I was still posting. I think I've already lost that particular account on Instagram. Yes, because I'm unable to log in to the account. So that was like my first ever Instagram account. So, and then I was still using my smartphone to design. Whether my design is nice or not nice, I was always posting my work on Instagram. So there was this particular friend that saw my work and he told me that, he has one aunt. One of his family members wanted to launch a brand, blah, 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 and they'll need like a graphic designer. And around that time, I think I was still charging like $3,500 for a design. Yes, when I just started. So even then, I was still thinking, this money is not too much, blah, 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 blah. Because that was my first client, sure. And that was how we just got to start working on this client's project. She paid me, because we did a whole lot of designs together. So in total, she paid me about $300,000 for the designs. And from there, God continued opening ways for me, and a lot of opportunities started showing up from there. So I'm going to be telling you how you can position yourself properly, because I said I'm going to be focusing on Instagram. How you can position yourself properly on Instagram. I think this should also work for Facebook or Twitter. It should be able to work for it, but I've not actually tested it on those other platforms. It is just Instagram I use. So the first thing is position. Like, you have to position yourself as an expert. Whether your designs are currently bad or intermediate level, or they are very, very good, any stage you are in designing, or any stage you are in whatever skill you have to position yourself as an expert. And one way you can do that is, the first way you can do that is by the kind of profile picture you use. You cannot want to position yourself or attract clients, because the subtopic of what we're discussing on today is how to attract clients to earn from your skill. The word attract is more like you're trying to draw something to yourself. You are not looking for it. You are not actually looking for that thing. You want it to come to you. If you want something to come to you, you have to present yourself. You have to present yourself attractive, like as an attractive person, because you cannot want to attract high-paying clients and on your profile picture on Instagram, you just took one maybe shabby picture, or one Snapchat filter selfie on your. I'm not saying you cannot use those selfies, but if it is you can create a separate account for that kind of thing. But if you want to appear professional on Instagram to be able to attract clients, the first thing you have to do, your profile picture is the major thing that people might actually first see. And then after your profile picture, it's your bio. Now, for profile pictures, please, there's a lot of AI platforms now, or AI this thing that you can use to create just one, let me just say, a moderate kind of portrait, just appear professional. Or you can just wear any fine dress you have at home, snap at the back of, like, make sure your background is very good and the picture is clear enough, then you can use it as your profile picture on Instagram. Please and please don't use anyhow photos. Then the next thing is, I was talking about bio. In your bio, make sure that your bio is optimized. And when I'm talking about optimizing your bio, I'm saying that put only things that are relevant to your field. Do you get? From your bio, let it be very obvious the kind of solution you give, the kind of solution you provide. Let it be boldly stated on your bio. And if you want the kind of bio you want to use on Instagram, you ensure that it's something, let's just say, no more than a sentence. Do you get it? No more than a whole sentence. You can actually use ChatGPT to generate a short and precise bio for your Instagram account. So that something like, for example, if you take a look at my Instagram account, I think, okay, there's no need for me to share my screen, but if you check my bio, anybody that wants to work with me would easily know that, okay, I do this, I do that. I help start up and establish brands to communicate their stories using visually appealing designs. As simple as that. If you're a social media manager, you get something else that relates to what you do. A sentence is enough. Things like dog lover, basketballer, I don't think it's necessary for those things like that to be on your bio, because you want to appear professional. Imagine a big company just wants to hire you now. They're seeing things like maybe your zodiac sign on your bio. I don't think. Sorry, Esther, are you people hearing me? Oh my God. Can anyone?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So I was saying, you should not put irrelevant things in your bio. For example, there's nothing your zodiac sign is looking for in your bio, even your birthday. there's nothing it is looking for on your bio. I see some people's bio and I'm like, there are a few people that text me on Instagram and they're like, oh, please, I want you to mentor me. I want you to this. First thing I see on their bio is zodiac sign. Why is your zodiac sign on your bio? And don't just put irrelevant things. That's what I'm trying to say. So whatever is on your bio should be what your brand is about. And the next thing is the name you use. So I've spoken to a few of my clients and I asked them that, because I get DMs. I get DMs from people that, oh, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And I've asked a few of them that, how did they even find me on Instagram? And two people actually told me that they just searched for graphic design, social media design on Instagram, using the search bar on Instagram, and that was how they found me. So, excuse me. So they told me that was how they actually found me. And this was because the name I use on Instagram, apart from my username is Anna Graphics on Instagram. Apart from my username, the name aspect, there's username and there's name on Instagram. On that name side, for example, if you're a graphic designer, don't put maybe your full, you can put your full name, yes. But if you want people to find you easily, put things like, for example, you're a graphic designer, put things like graphic design. Then you can put a slash. Put social media design. Please, I'm saying things that have worked for me. So please, you can actually jot these things down so that you can make use of them later. Put things like graphic design, social media design, marketing. If you're a social media marketer, marketing. Just put things, keywords, like keywords that are relating to your field. That is what you should put in your name section. Then when you're done, I don't know, I think the maximum number of characters is like 30 or 35 or so. So you don't want to go beyond that 30. So whatever it is you're putting on it, let it be relevant. Let it be names that are relevant to your field or keywords that are relevant to your field. So that one helps a lot. It helps a lot. For example, maybe you want to like work with real estate brands on Instagram and you just search real estate. You will notice that the accounts that Instagram will suggest to you are people that have those particular keywords on their people that have those particular keywords as their name. I'm not talking about username, name. So yeah, that's like the third point. The first thing I mentioned was your profile picture, your bio, and your name. So I made a few points here, so I'll just be checking them. So the next thing is, when you've optimized your bio, you've chosen a name relevant to your field, and yeah, the next thing is you post your content. Like, you need to post content. So don't forget that the key thing here is we're trying to attract clients. Before you can attract clients, let's say a client has opened your page already and they've seen your bio, they've seen your profile picture, whatever it is that attracted them at the first glance or something. So they've opened your page. They need to see, like, I'm so sorry about that. So they need to actually see evidence of some things like you've created before. So for example, you're a graphic designer and a client opens your page. Of course, they should be seeing a number of flyers on your page. Like, even if it's just 5, 6, there should be like an evidence that, oh, I've created a few flyers for brands before, or I've done this for this person before, I've done that for that person before. So now, when you're posting your content on Instagram, you have to be very, very strategic about what you're posting. In I think it was 2024 or 2023. Oh yeah, it was 2023. I was on 700 followers then. I was still struggling at some points then, because after my first client in the US that was paying me consistently, she went back to school and she closed her brand for some time. So it was kind of difficult at some point. And I was still on 700 followers then. So I was trying to like reach out to brands on my own to see people I could like work with. And as at that time, I think I had it was another account. So I think I had just like 5 or 4 designs on my page. So then I was reaching out to brands on my own. And while I was reaching out to brands on my own, I can never forget the statement one client made or one person made. So I told him that I could increase his brand visibility, blah, blah, blah. So he told me that how do I want to increase his visibility with my 700 followers? Well, I was pained, very, very pained. I'm not even going to lie. So then I just like, okay. Since people get clients, because later at that, I think around that time, I don't know if you guys, most of you should know Splash Graphics. It did one course then, positioning for profits, and that was what actually changed my game on Instagram, because I started positioning myself in a way that clients would come to me by themselves and I don't have to look for them. So, and this is part of the things I'm sharing with everyone here. So I was talking about posting your content. So when you post your content on whatever platform it is you use, you have to be very, very strategic. And I'm going to be using what works on Instagram to explain this particular point. So for example, you're a graphic designer and you want to post flyers. See, don't just post flyers that you used bad quality image for, or your text are not aligned properly, you do not maybe use the right fonts or something. Please be very intentional about whatever it is you are creating. Even if you're a newbie, be posting your designs. Like, just be posting them. By the time you become very, very good, you can archive some of them. Yes, I did that. So, as I was saying, be very, very intentional about whatever it is you want to post. Make sure that your images are very sharp. Make sure that you use the right fonts. Your texts are properly aligned, and everything. Just make it as visually appealing as possible. Because if your designs are not scroll stopping, some people just easily scroll and pass. Like, I cannot work with this person. The designs are not nice, or the designs are not this, that. Be very intentional about whatever it is you want to post. And this will bring us to the use of hashtags. So when you want to post on Instagram, so using the right hashtag matters a lot. That's really, really helps me, and I can say that hashtags, like, I have a few clients that got me through hashtags. So one thing was that before, when I still had less than 700 followers, I was always posting my designs, and I'll be using hashtags like flyer design, graphic designer, Photoshop, art, blah blah blah. Those hashtags are hashtags that are relevant to graphic design, but it was not working. It was not bringing in clients. I'm not even going to lie. It was not bringing in clients because who commented? Okay, sorry. It was not really bringing in clients because then it was only bringing in graphic designers. Do you get? So a lot of graphic designers were just attracted to my page. People were texting me, asking me for design tips, this one, that one. So at some point, I now tried out something on Instagram. I started taking it up to myself that if I want to post anything, graphic designers are not my target audience. I know that graphic designers are not my target audience on Instagram. So I know that businesses, brands, and entrepreneurs, they were my target audience on Instagram. So I now started changing my hashtags. I started changing them to business. Please, you can write down some of these hashtags because they work a lot if you use them rightly. So I started using hashtags like business strategy, online vendor, small businesses, brands, brand identity, brand strategy, entrepreneurship, all those business related hashtags. Then I mostly end all my hashtags with explore page, because I don't really know if using explore pushes your post to explore page, but I sometimes find my stuff on explore page, and sometimes some of my graphic design friends to find my post on their explore page. So I think that works as well. The reason for using these hashtags is that some clients might be searching, some brands might be searching for business ideas on Instagram. They can just type out business, and trust me, every person under the hashtag section, every person that has used hashtags like maybe business strategy, blah blah blah, it is going to show under those hashtags. And just imagine you had posted a design and you use the hashtag business or business strategy or small business or whatever it is, and the client just comes across that design and they're like, okay, this person's design is very good. They don't like, of course they know that they might need graphics in the future, like for launching their brand and everything. Trust me, they'll just put you in mind already because they've seen your work in that section of business hashtag on Instagram. So what I'm saying is that you post using relevant hashtags, and when you want to post, you can check your post analytics, because this is one thing. The first 200 people that interact with your post on social media, most times the first 200 people that interact with your post or that view your post are the ones that will determine if your post might blow up or not. Do you get it? So check if you don't really have so many followers, I don't think you really need to care about checking your analytics. But if you have, like, let's say 100 upwards, you can start checking your analytics on. And I forgot to mention about using a professional account on Instagram. I think I've forgotten how to set up a professional account on Instagram, but I've set mine up like some 2 or 3 years ago. So it has been a long time. You can check YouTube for that. So what was I saying? Yeah. So the first 100 people to interact with your post will determine how far your post is going to go, or how much that post is going to blow up. So you check your analytics to know the active time of your followers. You need to know the time that they are most active, or you check your any of your posts that have performed very well before, and you check the analytics for that post. That is what is going to help you, that will guide you in terms of where you want to start posting your content. Because when I was in 2023, when I posted for 9 months consistently on my Instagram, it was not every day, but consistently for 9 months, that was when I moved my followers from 700 to 10,000 followers on Instagram. So around that time, I use my analytics very, very well. If you have your professional dashboard, that's where you can check your analytics. So that's what I'm emphasizing on, creating a professional account on Instagram. So when you click on your professional dashboard, if you want to check for your analytics, you click on total followers, then you click on new followers, then you scroll down, you'll see the to show you everything about posts that you've made before and the ones that performed well and how it performed well. You check the time you posted it, check the number of times or the most active times of your audience. You check the number of people that interacted, people that shared, people that this, people that. That will guide you on how you are going to structure your next post. And please, one more thing that is underrated, that some people just post designs and write maybe things like A or B. Maybe you design 2 flyers, for example. One is red, one is white. I'm not saying you should not ask A or B, but one thing people are taking for granted is captions. You need to put treat your Instagram page, treat it like your portfolio. It is not actually your portfolio, but just treat it like your portfolio, because that is what brands will see if they want to work with you. They are looking for people to work with. Treat it like a portfolio. Don't post your design and just say A or B, or say things like is this design fine or something. Don't care about their thinking. It's not, graphic designers are not the ones that will pay you. You are looking for clients. So for example, you design for a real estate company, then your caption should be something like, oh, I was privileged to work with this brand, blah blah blah, this one. Then my choice of color, blah blah blah. The fonts was what was the really exciting part. It made the design pop, blah blah blah. Just make sure that your caption is long and meaningful. Don't just write long captions that are not making any sense, or you just want to pack words there, all in the name of packing words. Make it look like, even if they paid you 20K to do that design, caption it as if they paid you 2 million to do it. Like, write excuse me. So just like make sure you put meaningful captions in your designs. You get sound professional. And if you want to put meaningful captions for your designs and you cannot do it properly by yourself first, you can use ChatGPT. See, ChatGPT is my best friend. No, it's not my best friend. God is my best friend. But ChatGPT is like one of my major helpers then, especially when I was still trying to grow. Of course, I'm still growing. No, growth never ends. So, especially when I was trying to grow on Instagram, it's helped me to generate captions. Then you use things like Grammarly to adjust it by yourself, filter out things you don't want to see there. Just make sure that your caption makes absolute sense. And at the end of your caption, you can put things like I'm open to work on your next project, or send a DM to work with me on your next project. Now, I've been talking about showcasing your work, post your content. I know some people want to ask that. What if I've never worked with any clients before? What can I post? Blah blah blah, this and that. See, there's something called demo projects. So demo projects are basically like it's not real. You're just acting as if, okay, this thing I've done it for a client before. See, if you create a demo project, nobody has to know through your Instagram project, through your Instagram caption. Nobody has to know that oh, I created this fictional. Oh my god, whenever I see those things on people's page, sincerely, it pisses me off. Nobody has to know that it was fictional. Nobody has to know your design was fictional. Just caption it normally. There's no need for you to put I designed this fictional project for one brand, blah blah blah, this, that. No, nobody has to know. Just act as if you created it for a real client. I'm not saying you should lie, but I'm so sorry. Just act like you created it for a real client, caption it properly, do everything. So I think I've spoken about your profile picture, your optimizing your bio, posting your content, in your captions, your hashtags. So and how you can create demo projects even if you've not worked for some clients before. So next thing is scheduling your post. So I'd actually like you guys to try something that worked out for me. So during that 9 months that I took my followers from like 700 followers to 10,000 followers, during that time I posted like just 3 to 4 times per week. And before you post all these things, you schedule, like you choose like particular dates that you want. You can try this thing out. Brands will be reaching out to you. They will definitely reach out to you. And one more thing that is actually underrated is posting on your story. So this one works for me in a way that there was a time where I used to look for clients by myself. And one thing I used to do then was I would actually, when I said on Instagram, I would what's it called? Sometimes I end up texting people that I see that they only posted on their story. You get? It just shows that those people are active. You get? They're actually Instagram. Even if they're not posting on their page, they're actually posting on Instagram. They're actually posting on their stories. So the same thing works for graphic designers. For example, I'm a client. I just take my phone or any device, any mobile device with me. I search for graphic designer, or I just search for like social media designer on Instagram. Trust me, if I see people, because Instagram will suggest a lot of accounts to you, the first 3, 4, 5 people, most times the first 3, 4, 5 people that Instagram suggests are people that just posted recently. And this is one reason why you have to be posting consistently on Instagram. Like Instagram will suggest people that posted recently, and the next people are those people that have posts on their story. I've noticed this a lot of times. People that have things on their story. But at the end of the day, when you open people that just posted on their story, some of them may not even have any posts like from this year. Some their last post might be 2023. But as long as they have something on their story, Instagram will suggest them first before they now suggest dormant accounts. So be posting on your story. That I'm not saying post on your story does not mean you should be posting irrelevant things. Please still post relevant things. Don't treat your story like, unless you're not looking for clients, don't treat your story like your maybe people that use Snapchat or they are very familiar with Snapchat, don't use that way you post memes, do everything, blah blah blah. Please, for a while, treat your story like you're a professional person. Do you get it? So you can be posting content relevant to design. You can even be posting content relevant like to business. You can be posting some business tips, ideas, or just be sharing your story generally. You can post some designs that you've worked on before. Please, if you're still looking for clients, you don't really have a business posting somebody else's flyer on your status, please. Okay, sorry. Because you yourself, you're still looking for clients. You're not reposting. I'm not saying you cannot support your friends. Yes, you can support your friends by liking, by commenting on their videos, and but there is no. If you're still looking for clients, I repeat, if you're still looking for clients, there is no need for you to be reposting any design you just see that it was not you that made it. There's no need for you to be reposting it on your stories. There's no need for it. If that is all you do every time, please share your own work as well. Share your own work on your stories. You can do all those ones once in a while. It is not bad at all. But for the sake of if you are still looking for clients at that point, please be posting your own work. Show yourself. Closed mouths, I be eating talents don't get fed. I be closed mouth don't get fed. Yeah. So I'm talking. So post your work on your stories so that even when you've not posted recently or when you've not posted in 4 or 5 days or even a month, as long as you're seeing something on your story, your clients will people that are searching for graphic designers, they will be tempted or they'll be prompted to actually check your page because they've seen something on they've seen that Instagram circle thing for story. They've seen it when they were searching for graphic designers. So yeah. Then what else are we talking about? So I've talked about posting on your stories, and yeah, you can interact with. One more thing is, you should interact with business posts. You can be commenting on business related talks or anything on Instagram. Just make sure you interact. If you don't interact, Instagram will not suggest your posts to other people because you are not actually interacting with other people's posts as well. That is how it works. That is how this thing works. You cannot expect your own post to be blowing up when you don't even support other people or when you don't even interact with other people's posts on Instagram. You cannot just come post today, close Instagram and go, or come today, post on Twitter, close Twitter and go. It does not work that way. You have to interact with people. So you can interact with designers, you can interact with businesses, brands, everything. Just interact with people on Instagram. And please, all this disappearing for too long. I'm not saying if, God forbid, if something significant is going on in your life at some point and you might not be able to show up on Instagram and stuff like that, there is no need for you to actually be forcing yourself to post by that time. But one disadvantage of that is that your account can go dormant for some time, because this thing has happened to me. But recently, I'm just trying to pick up myself back on Instagram because I'm posting on my story consistently. And then a lot of clients I've been working with, I've been signing non-disclosure agreements. I don't know the meaning of NDA, yes, non-disclosure agreements. I've been signing it with most of the clients I've worked with lately, and then some of them, they've not used their designs yet, so that's why I've not really been able to post very well or show up as much on Instagram. But currently, yes, I have enough that I'm working with. So yeah, I think I've said a lot. So when you now get clients on Instagram, let's just say a client texts you on Instagram now, after you've done all these things I've said, that they want to work with you. I think this is supposed to be another topic entirely, but let me just say little about it. I think in the next 5 minutes we should round up, so in case people have questions, I can be able to answer. So when a client has texted you already on Instagram, what do you do? This can, like, when I started getting DMs on Instagram, this was part of like the hardest part. Like, this was like the hardest, almost like the hardest part for me, because some clients will end up ghosting you if they listen to your response, or if maybe your response is not really befitting enough, or they don't just like what you just said. You need to be very careful whatever it is you want to use, like, as your response when clients text you. For example, a client texts you and says, how much do you charge for your designs? Most times, back then, I'll just rush and call my price. Trust me, those clients will ghost you. Like, 10 out of 15 will ghost you immediately. So one thing is, when they text you on Instagram that they want to work with you, you don't have to rush and say your price immediately. You are a problem solver. Communicate to them. And one thing that really worked for me was getting on calls with these clients. Be bold enough, like, be bold. Like, if you are shy, shyness will not bring money to your pocket. Be bold enough to request for a call. Trust me, when these clients call you, especially international brands, like foreign clients, there's a lot of challenge at, like, being in Nigerian. There's a lot of challenge working with international clients. Some people don't even want to text you. They don't even want to work with you because you're in Nigeria. But you can gain their trust by setting up a call with them. Tell them you actually want to speak to them. You get it? You request for a call politely, and if the client declines, you can continue texting. You get it? But request for a call. Most times it works. Just request for a call. You guys can either do a video call with the client, or just have a voice chat, and you practice whatever it is you want to say before you get on call with clients. Then you ask specific questions like, what does your brand deal in? What's the brand all about? Have you ever had people work on designs for you? How often do you think you need designs? Before you now jump into saying your price, please don't directly tell clients your price. They will most likely ghost you. Do you get it? Appear as the problem solver. Like, act as if, you are truly here to create a solution to whatever it is that is wrong with their brand. Because sometimes some of these brands, it's just that maybe they've done some adverts before, maybe it was not converting, blah blah blah. From there, you can come in as a graphic designer and tell them that probably it was because of your design was not the design could have been the problem or something. Do you get? Just like identify their problem and try to be of help and try to solve their problem for them. At the end of the day, you will see that they might not even really care about how much you charge. As long as you solve that problem for them, they will hire you. So and when you get clients, please, when you start getting clients, maybe 1 or 2 clients on Instagram, treat those clients. Don't treat them as if, I've gotten clients now. Maybe it's only once I want to work with them. Or when we start working together, I don't need any other person, blah blah blah. Then you now start like, in case you and your clients have a misunderstanding at some point, God forbid, or maybe it has to do with the client did not balance your payments quickly, blah blah blah, stuff like that. Like, anything can happen. Don't be rude to clients. Don't Make sure that when you get your first client, your second client, any clients you're working with, make sure that you over deliver. I mean, like, deliver something that will impress them, so that even in future self, if you want to increase your price, they will know your worth, and they will not have the option but to agree with you. And one of the reasons why you have to over deliver is that it brings referrals. Yes, it brings referrals. Some clients will refer you to their family member, their other friends, their maybe people they know. Sure, they'll just refer you that, this person is good, and for the sake of testimonials. Do you get it? And I think one thing I forgot to mention was your portfolio, because adding your portfolio to your bio, you can add a link to your portfolio as well on your bio, so that when some clients want to work with you, they can just view your portfolio quickly, even before texting you. Yeah. So I think it's 6:45 already. Let me not talk too much. Well, I think I'm actually done with what I'm trying to say. And thank you so much for listening. If anyone has any question, we can take questions for 15 minutes before we round up. Esther, are you there? Thank you so much for the opportunity.
I'm here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have learned a whole lot. And I'm not
Yeah,
even kidding here. I'm talking about, understanding how important hashtags are and not just tagging designers, using hashtag
yeah,
graphic designers. I think I'm guilty of that. I've done that a lot. So I'm going to improve on that and also make sure to, post more frequently on my stories. So thank you. This has
yeah,
been very wonderful session. I
yeah.
I really must thank you for being so
Yo,
open and so detailed, making it simple for
yo,
everyone to understand. So
yo.
before we wrap up, I'd like to
Okay.
ask if there are any questions from anyone. If you have questions, please let's say thank you in the chat. Just say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. If you learned something, just say thank you. And you can also tell us one thing you've learned that stood out. Just drop in the chat. So if you have questions, now is the time to, we don't get this golden opportunity every day, all right, to learn from Joanna. So I'd like you to take advantage of this moment. If you have questions, we only have about 5-10 minutes because she has to run. So if you have questions or anything that you like her to attend to, now is the time to really start speaking on that. So I think I should maybe start with my own question on something that I think will be beneficial to everyone. So how important is it to have, at a very early stage of one's design career where you're still struggling to even improve your design skill, and then we want to start posting to be able to get the kind of clients, the international clients and all of that. So would you say that it's better to hold on till you're able to grow your skill and your design is better before you start positioning yourself out there, or you just start with what you have and see how it goes from there? So what's your thought on that?
So you have to, thank you for that question. You have to start with what you have, honestly. You just have to start with what you have. And by starting with what you have, you'll be intentional about creating these designs. So then when my designs were still bad, I asked myself a question then that the designs I see on explore page sometimes, why do I actually click on those designs? Like, why was I clicking on those designs back then to view them? And I answered that question by myself that okay, these designs are actually very, very, very attractive. I'll take it upon myself. I'll take it upon myself to be very intentional about making my design scroll stopping. Scroll stopping. I mean, or if anybody sees my design on explore page, like they will want to click on it to see because something has attracted them just from seeing it on the explore page. So when you start with whatever it is you have, challenge yourself to do more and keep posting. Just keep posting it consistently on your page, whether it is good or bad. And please, before you post on Instagram, before you start posting your designs on Instagram, please have mentors, have friends, have people in the field as well that you think that they are good. Ask them to check your designs for you. And please don't go and meet people that will make you feel less of yourself, or people that will make you feel like you are a failure in the design industry. Ask people that you know that genuinely they will criticize you constructively. They will tell you what it is. They'll tell you, oh, your design is nice, and then they'll now point out the things you're supposed to correct in your designs. Please, so that at the end of the day, when you start posting on Instagram, people will not just see your designs and just laugh you, or just see that your designs are not good and stuff like that. Of course, even if people laugh at you, that is just a particular phase. Take it upon yourself that you want to be intentional about changing the looks of your designs, and you want to make your designs look as professional as possible. So just start with what you have. As long as you go on, or as time goes on, you get better at it. So yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So it's basically most important to start with the little you have and then
Yeah.
it improves from there instead of just
Yeah.
waiting, because the truth is some people are not even as good as you are, and they're already making
Exactly.
noise about what they do, and they're getting
Yeah.
the clients that they need. Meanwhile, you are waiting for perfection. You're waiting till when you're very good, and most times it never even comes, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I totally agree with starting with what you have. So, we have a question here, and someone
Okay.
is asking that I think you already answered it though. I don't have a portfolio. How do I create a portfolio? So
So
I
the
think you
simplest, okay. So the simplest way to even create a portfolio is to start working on, yes, I've answered that question before. Start working on demo projects, like start working on fictional designs. Yes, because if you don't have something you can show as samples for your, don't be the kind of designer that when clients ask for sample of their work, you go to Pinterest and download. I've seen people that have sent me screenshots of where someone just puts my design on their what's it called, their WhatsApp business page. Well, there's nothing I can do about that one.
wonderful.
There's nothing I can do about something like that. But please don't be that kind of person. Work on demo projects in your when you're less busy. Work on demo projects and start adding them to your portfolio. So that's how it works. Just work on demo projects for now.
Oh, thank you very much. So the next question here is that how do I explain to I think it should be a client that okay, yeah, how do I explain to a client that brand identity is not logo? Because she finds it difficult because most of them don't reason with her and she ends up losing them.
So I think you are actually talking about probably some Nigerian clients. Any Nigerian client that comes to meet me that they want to design logo, most times I don't take it. Like I don't take those projects. But of course, if you're still a beginner and like maybe you still need some, maybe you know that you need that money at that point, you might want to take up a project. At the end of the day, they might end you paying something like they might not pay you something like 30K for the logo. Sometimes if you even charge 30K for a logo design for Nigerian clients, they're looking at, oh, why is it so expensive? Blah blah blah. Not knowing that it is not even expensive. It's not even enough for a whole brand identity project. Most people they don't know. So you can take your time to explain to them. You can take your time to explain. But I think from your question, you said you've explained and they don't get it. If they don't get it, honestly, it is not compulsory to keep working with them. Do you get? It is not actually compulsory. It is not compulsory at all, at all. It's most of these foreign clients that understand what brand identity is. And the thing is that you should have your standard rates. So like if a client comes to meet you that, oh, I want a maybe I want a logo, then they start telling you that you should put their contact details, put their this, put their that on their logo. Then you can take your time, start explaining to them that, oh, a brand identity, this one, that one contains your logo, your head, your brochure, everything. Just explain the whole thing to them. And if they still don't get it, they now ask for your price or something. Send them your rates. If they now see that there's no price for only logo, it's either they pick or they don't pick, or it's either they work with you or they don't work with you. Trust me, it's not by force to bring down your standards or bring down your policy to a client's level because they don't get it. If you've tried your best to explain to them and they still don't get it, see, trust me, it's best for you not to work with that kind of clients because they will end up stressing you. The money they paid you will not even be worth this stress again. So yeah, that's it.
Mm. Wow, thank you so much, and I agree with that, and I think I should just add that not everybody is your client, and you're
Exactly.
not going to work with everybody. And another way is either that rather than tell them, you can actually show them if you have samples of something you've done before. So that makes
Yeah.
better more sense. I think I will just wrap up because I know you have to go now.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's now that everybody wants to ask questions. I've been begging them since. But let me just wrap. Maybe just list out the questions. You can attend to them in just about 1 minute so that you're
Okay.
able to give. So the first question is saying that how do I switch niches without creating a new account? Should I should I have a different personal page and then a brand page separately? So this person is asking, okay, if I want to switch it, from one niche to another, do I have to create a new account or a different page? Then the second one is the person is asking what factors do we consider in determining price for a design? and how to charge for a design. I think I'll just post it because of time. I'm very mindful of the time.
Okay. So the first thing was oh, did I actually get the question?
Yeah, the
Mm.
question was for niche.
If
If
she
you want
wants
to
to
switch
switch
it,
between niches,
yes.
okay. So it depends on the kind of niche you want to switch to. For example, if you're a social media designer and you want to switch to UI UX design, they are still kind of similar. Do you get it? They're still kind of like similar. It still has to do with designing. I don't think you don't necessarily have to create another account for that. You can just incorporate it into your the bio you've been using before. You can incorporate it into the account you've been working with before. That's if you're a social media designer or just a graphic designer. But if you're like if you're a graphic designer and then you now want to go into virtual assistants, I mean like a broad type virtual assistants, of course you have to create another page. Honestly, you just have to create another page for that and start posting things relevant to virtual assistants on that one. And if you know you can combine both, it's fine. But it is very important for you that you want to create another page for that, because at the end of the day, as a virtual assistant, you might want to use like video content to talk to your audience on Instagram or any other social media platform, and you might want to run video ads and stuff like that. I'm not saying graphic designers to don't run video ads or use video content on their page, but that kind of niche, I mean, virtual assistants and graphic design, they're not really how do I put, they're not really like in the same line. So you might have to create another account for that. And let me answer the second question very quickly. Sorry, I'm already getting reminders for the meeting. Factors to consider when determining a price for a design. Please, before they used to say charge your worth or charge what you think you're worth. Please look for standard rates. Like look for normal standard design rates. I think currently in Nigeria, clients normal normal rates in Nigeria currently, like clients will be expecting people to charge for design as a Nigerian brand is within 10,000, like 10,000 naira upwards. 10,000 naira upwards. Of course, there are some people charging 5k in this 2025. I don't know, maybe data is not expensive in your side or you're getting free data. That's why you're still charging 5k. Don't don't be deceived by the phrase charge your worth. Charge what you know that other people are charging that is within a range. Like, for example, now maybe you're still a beginner or something. Don't go too less than, let's say, like 10,000 naira. You can stay between, let's say, 8.5 to like 15k. Do you get it? But when you're charging international clients, I have two kinds of, I have two price, two rate cards. I have two different rate cards. I have one for Nigerian clients and I have one for international clients. The difference is not that much if you convert it from the dollars to naira. The difference is not even that much at all. So when foreign brands reach out to me, I send them my dollar rate card. And when Nigerian brands reach out to me, I send them my naira rate card because most of them they prefer you charge them in naira. So just charge within normal range. Charge within normal range. Like you don't have to say, oh, maybe the design has just 2 or 3 elements or 5 elements, so you now want to charge 5,000 naira because you think like, oh, it's not actually too much. Let me just charge small money for this design. Or I did not spend too much time. Let me just charge small money. Use a standard rate for every design you're working on, like every flyer you're working on. If it is church flyers, of course you have to charge higher. You know, church flyers take so much time to create, or so much energy, or so much goes into creating church flyers. So yeah, you can just section them into social media designs. They have separate amount. Church flyers can have a separate amount. What else? Maybe posters, YouTube thumbnails. They will have separate prices. But please don't go below. The reason why I'm emphasizing on please don't go below the range that normal designers charge is you end up seeing some clients that'll tell you that I know somebody that will create this for me for 5k. Please don't be that person. Don't be that person that the clients will be saying, I know the person that can create it for me for 3.5. Please, I beg you, don't be that kind of client. you might think, oh, I'll get a lot of clients if I charge less. You know that less is more. Like, less is actually more. Like, you can have just 5 clients at the end of the day that you're working with, and they'll be paying you higher amount of money. You don't have to pay your price too low. At the end of the day, you'll be stressed out. Like, you'll be stressed out because people will be coming to you because you are cheap. Some people intentionally come to you because you are cheap, and those clients, they'll be stressing. They're the ones that will tell you to correct design 50 times in one day. So please and please don't go below normal design
Design.
Yeah, so that's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm so sorry we took 5 more minutes out of your time.
No, it's
And
fine.
I'm so sorry. I know you have to run now. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for committing to be here and also delivering with so much excellence. We appreciate your presence and we definitely love to still have you with us again some other time. So
I really, I hope. Thank you.
Yes. So I'm going to just let you leave so that you can get back to your other meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please let's all drop a thank you message in the chat. Please say thank you to her in the chat. Please say thank you, value. And please, can you help us drop your link? I mean, to your social media accounts.
Okay, I'm coming. Let me do that now. Sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why it's taking time.
No problem.
Okay, I've gotten my Instagram link. Yeah, I think I just sent it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I think I'll if I'm chanced later, I can still reply to some of the questions here. Okay. Maybe I'll send the answers to you or to the WhatsApp group.
Okay, that's fine. Absolutely. That's not a problem.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye. All right, so thank you, everyone. As you said, for those whose questions were not attended to, we're going to get answers to them. I think Mavis here is asking, is Instagram the only is it the only Instagram that can help a young designer to get clients? No, she only shared what works for her, and there are various ways that you can get clients. However, we can't exhaust everything right in this session, and that's why it's a monthly series. So every month we have a series like this where we have, people that are already doing so well that we can actually learn a lot from, come be a part of this growth series to speak with us, and then we learn so much. So for those of us that maybe joined late or maybe you missed a part of what she said, I think I was able to record the session and it's going to be uploaded on my YouTube channel. We have a lot of other videos on my YouTube channel from the previous series that we've had, and you can just go on YouTube and then watch the videos to learn from. So on this note, I think we can now call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone that was a part of this. Thank you to those that created really nice designs for this series. I think I should especially say thank you. I really, really appreciate every one of us. And till we meet again, the next edition possibly will be next month. But I'd love every one of us to, let's be more committed to this, because it's one of those things that would encourage me to actually bring on more people, right? So let's also, whenever you see the flyers being shared, do well to share with your network, do well to react to messages or at least respond, and also drop your comment, drop something you learned from this session in the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group is still open. A lot of people missed it, right? And just share in the WhatsApp group one thing that you learned from the session we had this evening. Thank you once again. I remain your host, Esther Akodu, and till we meet again, everyone. Bye for now.